your RETV Sports Update. Always spitting facts and talking junk. Let's get started because there's a few things that we need to discuss. First and foremost, the Houston Texans have decided to, I shouldn't say they decided it like they really had a choice, but they closed their facilities as of Wednesday because of some coronavirus rumors, some unclear testing. Everything is okay for now because the Texans actually have a bye week in week 8 coming, and they are not set to play again until week 9. So there's a couple of things that they have to sort out, but they have some time to do it, which brings me to other things going on in the NFL, such as they have decided that they're going to keep the Super Bowl for the schedule of February the 7th, which is when it's supposed to be played. But with all these games getting postponed, some games, might get canceled since you guys are not, quarantining or bubbling or anything else with these players and making sure that they don't catch the corona. I'm not even sure we're going to make it till week 17, and they've already said it's highly unlikely that they're going to allow an extra week for any games that are postponed, canceled, whatever, which means it's more time for these players to just continue. It's just a mess, guys. It's a mess. It's been a mess. Every week I talk about how it's a mess, and I don't know what the NFL is doing or why they're doing it. And a shortened season would have been fine, or maybe how about watch what your players are doing. I don't understand. It's just really not this hard for me, I guess, right? At least I don't understand it. You get a bubble, or at least keep them all together. They're really just running around all willy-nilly. Let's go back to the Titans a couple weeks ago, where some of the players were flat out at a whole nother facility after they were told that they cannot be together. And yet here you are at another facility practicing because your facility is closed. You guys do not have a handle on this. And the fact that anybody should even be suggesting that these grown men be babysat because of a pandemic, I just don't understand. I don't understand. So anyway, back to the Super Bowl. So as of right now, they're leaving it scheduled for February the 7th. They said if they have to go 18 weeks, all they're going to do is take away that week in between the NFC, AFC championship games and the Super Bowl, which means you'll just straight into the Super Bowl if they have to add an 18th week, but they're really trying not to do that. They also said that what they are planning for as of right now is 20% capacity at the Super Bowl. They're going to have some weird pod situations. You have to wear a mask. The pods will be 6 feet apart for social distancing. But listen, we watched a whole NBA season virtual. I mean, I wasn't going to be at any of the games anyway, so for me it was normal. But virtual fans, it's a little different, I guess, because football stadiums are outdoors, or at least most of them are. But y'all could have figured something else out. I just don't understand. I don't understand why y'all need to have the fans there. I don't understand why fans want to be there. I don't understand why y'all think it is just okay to just be out. You got to go to Target. I'm always going to go to Target. I guess that sounds really bad, but going to football games or baseball games. Oh, we're going to talk about baseball too, but going to these, it's not a necessity. And I don't understand why the NBA is the only professional sport that is to figure this out. They didn't need to be there. We can all watch it. Is it inconvenient? Yes. Did the NBA lose some money this year? Yes. But it's just would you have rather lost some money, or would you rather all of these people get sick and potentially die? Corona is killing people. I'm so tired of talking about Corona, guys. I want it to go away. And it's not because y'all keep going to football games, and I don't understand why this is such a hard concept. Nobody needs to be there. Is it like on my bucket list to go to a Super Bowl? Sure. Is it like go to a Super Bowl asterisk in the middle of a pandemic? Absolutely not. It's not, and I don't see why that's a thing. I genuinely do not. I don't. My husband asked me, could he go to the gym? No, you cannot go to the gym because ew. Like, gyms are dirty on regular days. You don't go to the gym in the middle of a pandemic? Absolutely not. No. Y'all wanted to play the season, that's fine. But again, it seems like the only sport that had everything put together was basketball, which is crazy to me because it wasn't even football season when the pandemic started. So you literally had all of this time to figure out what you're gonna do, and then it got to be like August, and they're like, oh well, we think this is what we're gonna do. Like, why didn't you know in April, in May, in June, in July what you were gonna do? Like, and then what you came up with is bogus. Oh, well, we're not going to babysit. Football teams are too big. We're not going to babysit these men. We're not going to make them all stay in one place. We're not going to keep an eye on them. No. And what happened? You got all these postponed games that are probably going to get canceled. You got players out the yin-yang. It was like 20 people in Tennessee with the coronavirus, and nobody thought, hey, guys, maybe this is just not quite a good idea. No, I don't think so. No, not a good idea. I just don't get it. Like, Roger Goodell sucks. Oh my God, he's terrible. Just terrible. He is the worst one of them all. At least Adam Silver was like, I don't care what y'all say. This is what we're doing. I'm the commissioner. Deal with it. Ugh. So, anyway, Super Bowl, September. See, I'm so frazzled. I don't even know what month it is now. February the 7th. Probably gonna watch it. Bet you they have some big, extraordinary halftime show. If that halftime show, you know what? It's fine. We're not even gonna get into it. Continuing on our football path, Antonio Brown was signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Literally not what I reported last week. Or was it? I don't think so. No, it wasn't what I reported last week. You guys, it's just been a weird week. But nevertheless, Antonio Brown, who I really wish to not discuss, but I can't not discuss it, right? Signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because apparently, according to reports, the 11 days that he spent with Tom Brady in New England really made Tom Brady say he wanted him in Tampa Bay. Oh my gosh. But here's the problem with this. I honestly don't care where Antonio Brown goes because I don't care about Antonio Brown. He is a trash human being. Good football player, but trash human being, which kind of outweighs the good football player thing. Here's the problem, though. Bruce, I always say his last name wrong. Bruce, the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he has been awarded an equality award by the Women's Sports Foundation, which basically means he's like a woman's advocate. But Antonio Brown is like trash and has like several domestic violence charges, rape allegations. Like, did we forget the text message thing? So everybody's kind of confused, Brucey, because it's like, oh, I'm equality, women's rights, I'm a women's advocate, I got an award, but all of that goes out the window because I need to win football games. Nah, son, it's a no for me, dog. And what's crazier, to me at least, is before, like in between the Oakland Antonio Brown, which was some BS, and the 11 days he spent with the Patriots, which, again, he was dismissed from the Patriots because of the whole sending threatening text to a woman because she came out and said that you're trash. Okay. So, in between that, like, Tampa Bay said, like, he's not a fit here. Like, we don't want him, basically because he's trash, and yet here he is. as my southern friends would say, something spoiled in the buttermilk here. I don't understand. I don't understand. How is he not? Is it because? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. That's suspicious. That's weird. I just, like I said, I would really rather not discuss Antonio Brown ever again on this segment. Like, never. I'll be quite all right. But of course, now reports or analysts, ESPN folks, Stephen A. Smith in particular, are like, oh, Tampa Bay is going to the Super Bowl, and they got Tom Brady, they got Gronk, which we know how they do together. Now they got Antonio Brown, who spent 11 whole days with them, and he's a phenomenal football player. Like, all of that is really great, but, like, he's trash. And yet, Colin Kaepernick, like, just wanted y'all to, like, have human decency for black and brown people, and my man can't get a job, or at least not an NFL job, to save his life. Like, this has been going on for years. Like, I think I had one less kid when the Kaepernick and the kneeling thing started, or may have been pregnant with a kid when all of that started. But, like, my youngest kid is 3. So that tells you how long this has been going on. At least 3 years, maybe more. I can't even remember now. But he's still not working. Like, he still isn't playing. And yet Antonio Brown, and it was like a stretch. Like, first of all, when that whole text message thing came out and he was sending threatening texts, and then he said something about that lady's kids. Like, first of all, what you're not going to do is talk about my kids. That's out. So that's number 1. Number 2, when all of that came out, then they started talking about how the mother of his children called the police on him, like, on 4 separate occasions for domestic violence, talking about he pushed her down in front of their kids when they got into an argument about some money. And you out here, you have a rape allegation. You have just flat out sexual harassment and like assault charges, and here you are playing. It's cool. We're good. Go ahead. Catch a ball. That's what you do. And you do it well. So we're just going to forget all this other stuff. Like, what? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it, guys. So, like I said, I would really rather not discuss him ever again on this segment. So, I hope they don't go to the Super Bowl. I hope they don't. I hope the Steelers go because, they're 6-0. I just had to throw that in there. There was no way I was going to get through this segment without saying that the Pittsburgh Steelers are 6-0. That's it. I'm not going to say nothing else about it. Moving right along. So guys, the World Series is over. I feel like that was quick. What I can appreciate about baseball is they like, nah, we don't need no long breaks. Game. Let's get it done. So I said last Wednesday, I recorded it on Wednesday, so it was Wednesday when I said it, that the games had started on Tuesday, and then the very next Tuesday, over. Games are over. And, I had intended on being like, oh, it's super great. The Dodgers haven't won a series in over 30 years. It's so exciting. Only thing I've seen all day about the World Series is the fact that Justin Turner, who was removed from the game in the 7th inning because it all of a sudden came back that he had a positive coronavirus test, which I'm still trying to piece together their testing, like, strategy, like, why don't y'all have those rapid tests that the NFL has? Like, they test that day. Like, why did it take so long? Like, 7 innings. First of all, have you ever watched baseball? I hope you have, because you're listening to me talk about it. And so I hope you understand at least a little bit of what I'm saying. Baseball innings are not short all the time. They're like hardly ever short. We're not talking about something that has a time on it, like basketball and football. Yeah, football. It's like tennis, right? Like, a tennis match is just on. Baseball is just on, right? So like one inning could be like an hour. You know, like it's not, no one's ringing a bell like, okay, guys, it's been 10 minutes. Let's switch it up. No, that's not what happens. It's not periods. It's not time. It's just how quickly or how slowly do you get to 3 outs before we got to change. So 7 innings, dude, like that could have been half of a workday. We don't know. I don't know how long. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It could have been mad long. You didn't get him out of there until the 7th inning. It doesn't 1000% say that they knew how long they knew before they pulled him. It just says that we found out protocols were taken. So for all I know, there were 2 innings in between finding out and actually getting him out of there. But the reports are inconclusive about that. So let's just say as soon as they found out, they're like, get him out of here. It's still the 7th inning, right? There's only 9. So like the game is almost over. So you spent the whole game with not only your teammates, he's a third baseman. So whoever was on third base or ran by third base or spent any time near third base, he was there. That's where he was. So y'all probably all got corona. So here's the point. Here's really the thing. It's not really that he had it. It was that they pulled him from the game in the 7th inning. Then the Dodgers won, and my man was like, F that protocol. I'm going out here to celebrate. What? And they say the security tried to stop him. He was like, nah, I'm straight. He put on a mask, which I don't really know how. I mean, it's helpful to put on a mask, but like if you already have it, I don't know. Like I've in all the months that we've been doing this, I haven't really heard them say like, if you have it, put on a mask and then everybody around you is like safe. I don't think I've heard that one. So even putting on a mask for me is not okay. But he put on a mask, goes out there with the team, but then proceeds to take the mask off on several different occasions, taking team photos. He's sitting next to the manager, right? And the manager is a cancer survivor. Like, he had Hodgkin's lymphoma, and both of y'all sitting next to each other with no masks. Well, like, dude, you have a compromised immune system, and you got the Rona, and neither one of y'all got masks, and y'all are sitting right next to each other. What is going on? What is going on? Like, I want to say I get it and mean it. Like, I can say it, but I want to say that I feel it. Like, man, he had to celebrate with his team. It took y'all over 30. Well, it took the franchise over 30 years to get to the World Series and win. So who knows? It might take another 30 years in which you won't be here. I got that part, but also Corona kills people. Like, it's not like they were like, oh, he had the flu. Like, it's Corona. We've been in the house since March. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. First of all, I feel like when y'all removed him from the dugout or from the field or whatever, like when y'all removed him from the game, somebody should have made sure he left. Like, that's it. Y'all should have made sure he was out. Like, not, they said they had him isolated and like the doctor, I think of it as like a training, like what a training room would be, I guess, but like MLB equivalent of that. And he was isolated in there. But like, why y'all didn't get him out of there? Like, I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. So anyway, so they don't make him leave. They just tell him he needs to like get away from people. Which, and then they're like, oh, we tried to stop him. You didn't try that hard. Like, y'all did not try that hard. I didn't say kill him, even though black people are out here getting killed for less, but okay. Like, but y'all didn't try that hard to stop him. Then he was out there and ESPN reports say that whilst he was out there, yes, I said whilst, that several people were like, nah, you gotta go, and he kept ignoring them. Bro, why didn't somebody tackle him like a streaker? I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't. Then he out like mask off, kissing all on his wife. She got it. He probably got it from her. I don't know. Y'all ain't bubbling either. So kissing his wife, sitting next to whatever, the manager who has a compromised immune system. And then everybody else. Now they're trying to be like, well, he was with us this whole time. So, like, if we got it, we didn't just get it just now when we took the team picture. Okay, I got all that. But, like, there was other people out there. Like, it's not... If it were just the team, that would be one thing. Still would probably not be cool with it. But, like, that would be one thing. But now you got reporters, camera people, literally anybody, people that just flat out work there, security guards, like it's mad people around. It's like a celebration. So, and on top of that, you were around other Rays players. Like, you're a third baseman. It's not like you was like out in the outfield, kind of like isolated from the rest of the game. No, like you're a third baseman. Stuff happens on the bases. So now the Dodgers and the Rays are stuck in their hotels, the hotels that they were staying at, and they all had to get swabbed. And now everybody's just waiting to see what's going to happen with them. Like, I'm assuming that if they have negative tests, they're going to let them leave. But if you have a positive test, they're probably gonna make them stay in that hotel. Like, it's too much for y'all to just really be out here doing anything. I get it. You didn't know up until the 7th inning. Cool. I cannot fault you for that, right? I cannot fault you for if you didn't know up until they said, yo, just, you got that Rona. You got to go right now, mid-game. Cool. You didn't know. But once you found out, bro, you should have left. Or somebody should at least put you out. Like, I'm not even sure who's more at fault for not making sure that he left. But then that was a personal choice that you made to go out there with your team. I don't get it. I really don't. Like, the company that I work for, they said in like July, y'all not coming back until February at the earliest. And we don't want to talk no more about it. So why is it that these Major League Baseball, National Football, like, why don't y'all understand what is happening in the world? Like, I don't get it. I don't. And then you out there with your mask off. So all I had to say, Justin Turner, you have completely overshadowed the fact that your team won their first World Series in over 30 years, because now everybody's talking about you and the dumb thing that I haven't heard one person defend him, and if they did defend him, you're also dumb. I don't care. I said what I said. Also dumb. This is just, we're going to be doing this for forever. And I am tired of it. Tired. I don't want to watch baseball that bad. I don't need to see football that bad. We've been sitting in the house. We sat in the house all those months with no NBA. I hated it, but I did it, and I don't have the corona. Like, anyway. Guys, I am not the news segment, so I'm not gonna pretend and give you all these news facts. However, what I am going to say is that this time next week, the election will have happened. And I really, really hope that next week, on November the 3rd, if you have not already done so, please go vote. Okay? This is only the third time ever in my life that I've been allowed to vote, because I'm not that old. But it is, if it's your first time, if it's your 40th time, that math is probably not right, but whatever, I have a communications degree. Just go vote. Please, please, please go vote. Take your friends, make a party of it. Just go vote, guys. Please go vote. It is imperative. See if your job is offering time off. Most jobs are like required to give you time off to go vote, like not like the whole day, guys, like don't get crazy, but they allow you an hour, 2 hours to make it's your civic duty, like, to vote. Don't hit us with no my vote, don't my voice, so shut up. Go vote. Do it. Get your sticker, get your pen, whatever they give out at your poll, and get it done. That's it. Vote. Okay? Get it? Got it? Good. And depending on what happens and how quickly they give those results, y'all might not get an episode next week because I might have an attitude. But you guys have to vote. No, seriously. I know, like, I like to joke and do silly things, but we have to get out and vote. I don't care if you're black, white, brown, yellow, or purple with polka dots. Please go vote. Please look at the rules of voting. Please have any of your documentation, your license, your pass, whatever it is, have it ready. Your ID, your voter's registration card if you feel like you need it. Learn the rules. Don't believe everything you see on social media, but also, like, do your research. Do not get up there and let them turn you away because of something stupid. Don't let them do something that's gonna make your ballot invalid. Don't go up there and be like, the line's too long, I'm gonna come back later, and then never go back. Just take that time and do it. Just vote. That being said, I'm your girl ChucTayyy. I will see you guys hopefully next week. I'm out. See you later.